start Facebook. Alrighty, just have a quick check on the other platforms, make sure everything's, everything is going well. So, hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC, and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also, live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC, and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so finally, we're building John's PC. So this one's been held up. This one's been held up for ages, just waiting on this case here. So this case here, I haven't built in it before, but I've looked at it and I've just been like, I wonder when someone's going to order one of them. The only downside is there's no local distributor in my state, so I've got to get it imported from Melbourne. So that's what held this one up. So I ordered it from PC Case Gear, but they had it ghost listed. So it's on the site, it says that it's in stock. You go and you pay, and you're like, yep, sweet, I'll get this, ASAP. But no, they don't actually have stock. It just says it's in stock on the website. It's only in stock at their distributor, so then you have to wait 5 days or something like that for them to get the actual case in, and then they ship it to you. Yeah, it is kind of crap, but that's what held this one up so much. So we received this one late yesterday afternoon. It finally came in. I didn't even notice that it had come in. So anyway, finally here, we're finally building John's rig. So John's a long-time fan of the channel. So it was a pleasure to finally build a rig for John. He's been here since pretty much the start of the live stream days, I think. Yeah. So it's been a while.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty, so let's get right into our rig here tonight. So we got the i7 12700KF, which is a 12-core 20-thread CPU. We're going to be putting it on the Z690 Aero G from Gigabyte. It's a nice board with a lot of silver and sort of like white on it, so it'll go really nicely in this case. We got a 4-pack of Corsair memory there, 3200 MHz CL16. We got a 1TB SSD there. We've got a 4TB hard drive over there. And the star of the show, the RTX 3080ti. It's pretty much the only thing that's not white in this build. And that's kind of unfortunate. There's just hardly any like 3080Ti's in white in stock. I couldn't get one. I just couldn't get one. Get 3080, get 3090, but yeah, 3080Ti in white, very, very hard to come by. So we just went with this one. I mean, it's not too bad. It's got a bit of silver on the side of it, and it's got some RGB, and it's sort of like greyish. But we've got all white cabling here in our 850 watt power supply. There'll be some black on the motherboard as well, so it's still going to look sick.
Yeah.
We got a Corsair H150i cooler in white, of course, and we've got some other cool Corsair fans here, so all of our RGB can be synchronized. We did have some included white fans there in the front there from Phanteks, but we're going to swap them out for the Corsair ones just so we have a nice integrated RGB solution in this case. So anyway, let's get started. And so this is our board. Like I said, it's a beautiful motherboard. Alrighty, so check that out. Very nice board. So I'll point out the main features for you just quickly on this board. So we got 12 pins of CPU power there. We have a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 fan headers. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 RGB headers, so 2 12-volt and 2 5-volt. We've got USB-C, USB 3. We've got 6 SATA ports. We've got a noise sensor port that we could hook up if we wanted to. I don't know why you have to have a noise sensor to tell you how noisy something is, because don't you just hear it? Like, do we really? Who needs to know that, like, exactly what decibels it is? Like, you just know, you know if it's too noisy for you, right? We got dual USB 2s down there, and we've got a total of 4 M2 slots on this board. So under that bottom heatsink there, we've actually got 3 M.2 drives, and then we've got another one up here as well. And then we've also got 2 PCIe X4 slots at the bottom there as well, and then the single X16. So we're past SLI days, we don't really do that anymore, so there's no like SLI slot, just the right length down there and all that. We don't really do it with graphics cards these days. They've gone a different way. Rather than you adding 2 graphics cards together, that kind of causes problems. It just makes sense for them to build bigger and beefier graphics cards, and that's kind of the era that we're in now. So unless you're using it for, like, you know, you got a 3D animation studio, or you're using the GPU for something non-gaming related, and then there are 3090s that you can link together. Only the 3090s. And what you want for that configuration is the 3090s, the turbo card, the one with the single fan at the bottom. And the reason why you want them is because when you stack like 3 or 4 of them together, the fan, it goes all the way through the graphics card, and then it sort of works in together with those 4, and then it blows the air out the back.
Oh, that's cool.
That's how those like really hectic, like $25,000 computers keep the graphics cards cool without water cooling and all that. And that's why they're all those blower cards.
Yeah.
Christine's just going, oh, true.
Sorry, I never thought about that before. So I'm like, oh, wow.
That's what they're used for. So if you
Yeah,
see them there and you're like, who the fuck buys that? That's what they're
Pretty
used
much.
for. That's what they're used for. Alright. So we've got to be very careful when we install our CPUs. If there's one point in the build where you're going to damage something, it'll be that. I mean, sure, you could snap one of these memory slots off, etc. That could happen, but probably won't. Alrighty, so we've got a 4-pack of white dims here.
Okay. Out of all the Sesame Street characters, those two are the ones that I like the most, the aliens.
It seems really quiet tonight.
Yeah, it is kinda.
Very quiet tonight.
No one's commented yet. Sad panda.
I know, right?
Maybe I should go away.
No. No.
Well, that's when people.
You need to
comment.
be here more.
Yeah, I know.
We're a little bit earlier than normal,
Yeah, I guess it's only 10 to 7.
so we gotta make
People
up for
are probably
that.
still eating dinner.
We need to work on more consistent timings to start. That's a big thing with our regular viewers. Unfortunately, I jump around a lot because, like, I'm just one person running a business. So, sometimes things just take a while. Alrighty, so we got our memory in there. Looks good. Next I'll need an SSD. Now, realistically here, it's not really going to matter which slot we put this in, because if we put it in any of these slots below, if we want to utilize any of the other ones, we still have to open it up again. We still have to take the graphics card out, so if that has to happen anyway, we'll just use the top slot here today. Sometimes it makes more sense to use the bottom slot there, because it won't be obstructed. Well, it will be obstructed by the graphics card, and then you'll have a slot up there at the top that won't be obstructed by it at all. Alrighty. I'll just balance that there for a second. So we got a Samsung 980, and it looks like we will need a screw. Okay, so we got the board pretty much prepped and ready to go. We just have to worry about our cooler now.
It's really quiet tonight. I don't.
Yeah, I know.
It's because we're too early.
It's because we're too
People
early.
aren't expecting it.
Yeah. That's all right. So yes, hopefully the audio sounds okay. We got a slightly different setup here tonight. Some people might have seen some test videos getting uploaded today. Well, they weren't really test videos, they were test streams. Okay. So for our LGA 1700 socket, we need to adjust this Corsair backplate. We need to sort of put the screws in roughly about halfway between all the way in and all the way out.
I really like that motherboard. It's very nice.
It is a nice board. Very sexy.
I like that fancy.
We didn't go for like a shit board or anything like that.
Well, to go on this case, I don't think it would go with shit.
Nah.
I really like that case.
Nah, it's a beauty. It's a really nice case. It's a beauty.
John's gonna be so stoked when he gets it.
Definitely.
Did you message him that we're live?
Yeah. Jesus, I had more people watching in the middle of the day.
No, it's alright. People will start tuning in soon. It's nearly 7, so...
Yeah. I thought people would have been excited about this one.
Did you do a post about it earlier, though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alrighty, so we got thermal compound pre-applied there.
You've got 5 people on Facebook now, so there you go.
There you go.
People are starting to tune in. They finished their dinner.
Hello to everyone who's just joined us now. Me and Christine have just been talking about how quiet it's been.
How do I see how long we've been streaming for?
Not sure, babe.
Okay. So I'm going to have to figure out on my own then.
Just, it says it on Facebook.
Yeah, I know that, but I want to see if I can find it in this new app.
Be careful.
Oh, hang on, there we go, I found it. It's at the bottom there.
Ah. I was like, it'll say it somewhere.
Yeah. It's using like about 1% of my CPU.
Oh yeah, your CPU is really taxed.
It's really struggling.
Doing a stream.
Struggling.
Can the 5950X handle it?
Ooh.
Can it handle doing 3 different platforms at once?
Oh shit. Boy, babe.
Yeah.
John's wife, Samantha, is here and she says hi. How's your day been? Oh my god.
Good, thanks. How you going?
I can't get my words out.
No, that's alright. We're all human and sometimes that happens. Alrighty, so Radiator is going to be mounted to the top. So I might just put these fans on the front and I'll put the QLs on the actual radiator.
Yeah.
It'll just look nicer.
Tim?
Yeah.
Samantha says, yeah, good. Oh, that's good to hear.
So yes, this is John's very sexy looking PC that we're building.
You can see where his mummy's gone.
Yes. Yeah. Alrighty. So we've got Corsair QL fans. So what's so good about Corsair QL fans? I'll show you what's so good about Corsair QL fans. Corsair QL fans have a dual ring. That's what they call it. So basically a standard RGB fan will have 8 LEDs in this central ring. And normally that's not even very well illuminated. It's just the blades that sort of line up. But with the Corsair one, you've got the two lighting areas. So you've got this outer ring here, which has another, like, I think it's another 10 or something LEDs in the outer ring there. And then you've also got the same on the back, an inner and outer ring. And in addition to that, like, you can address each individual LED light inside these fans individually. So basically, you could have whatever you want going on here. You could have the center, you'd have half of it one color and half of it the other color. Then you could have 4 different colors on the outer loop there. And then you could have something different going on at the back here as well.
I've got one color on the inner ring, one color on the outer ring, and then a heartbeat rainbow effect. So it flashes different color at a heartbeat rate every time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Sorry.
So yeah, you can do some pretty cool things with Corsair QL and SL fans. So complete customization of your RGB lighting. No set programs, although there are plenty of set programs if you can't be fucked going that far with your RGB lighting. But for example, right, I've got the main one I use on mine, I've got these fans in my PC personally, is I have the center of them like an orangey red, like it's red hot like an ember, and then the outer ring is like a blue color, like a deep blue. So then the outer ring's like cold, so it looks like the center of the fans where all the activity is actually happening there in the middle is actually glowing hot, which is just a pretty cool effect. Blue and orange sort of contrast each other well, so it looks really sick.
Yeah.
I got a little pattern thing going on my RAM as well, because just like the fans, we can address each of the individual LEDs here in the RAM and do whatever we want with them. So I'll leave all that up to you, of course. So you can set different profiles and stuff like that and have different configurations saved in there. So if Samantha wants to set up her own custom lighting profile for when she's using the computer, she can go ahead and do just that, and it won't stuff with John's.
That's kind of cool.
Alrighty. So I just got a few fans to bolt in here. Yeah.
Samantha says she came over to YouTube, his Facebook is lagging for her.
Ah,
she
yeah.
says, I'll never use it or touch it.
She'll never use it or touch it. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some
He's a truck driver. He won't be able to use it all the time.
I'm sure there's some old school like ROMs or something you can download.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure there's something.
You can play NES and stuff like that on it.
You can play old games. You can look into how to do that. Yeah.
And John's here, says g'day, mate.
Hey John, how you going? Good to have you here. Finally happening, mate. Fuck.
I know.
What an ordeal. And something so simple. Had all the other stuff sitting here in a box beside me the last couple of weeks.
Finally, this is an empty box.
I know, right? Okay. So,
Zoom out so your head's not wrong. Oop, okay.
I won't be standing up for long. Alrighty. So here it is. Cable management won't be hard with all this. Very few cable ties are going to be required here, which is exactly what I like. Because I always try to minimise the amount of cable ties that get utilised in PC builds. because I care about my time in the future and the time of my peers in the future fixing things when someone has a dead fan. And also your time, you know, if you go and want to go and fix it yourself. Okay, so I think I'm going to need where is it? Over here. It's accessory kit. Because we've got a 3.5-inch drive, and I'm pretty sure we got some 3.5-inch drive trays in here. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm with you. A nice little bolt tray there. There we go. We got 2 hard drive trays installed.
Dude, no way! Look what Haley's buying.
Haley's getting a ute. Nice.
She's getting an orange one. Ah! Sorry.
Alrighty, and hard drive tray number 4. Sweet as. And what else do we get here? Oh, GPU anti-sag bracket. Why am I laughing? Because GPU sag is most commonly the bit of aluminium at the back that goes around the ports that's bolted into the case. So normally if your GPU is sagging, you can just bend it back into place. So the anti-sag bracket's nice, but it's not really solving too much of an issue because it's not like the card itself starts to bend or anything like that. Some people just get real freaked out about that sort of shit. And what do we got here? What's this? Oh, that might be partially for the anti-sag bracket. We have a nice little Phanteks badge in here as well. What do we get here? Another plate. Get our instruction manual. Alright, sweet as. This can be a little goodies box for John. Okay, so I'll probably have to remove one of these drive trays to install our drive into them. I just wanted to go and get them all in the case, and so how easily do these come out?
Samantha says she has her own PC, so it's all good.
Ah, okay.
Neil says, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's an awesome case. it's going to look awesome when it's done. Bloody hell. Put it in the caddy the right way, that might help. Always good when you can put your hard drive in the correct way around, because you kind of got to plug the cables into one end. You really don't want the cables stuck down the other end where they're not accessible. So this caddy uses all three of the standard hard drive bolts on the side, does not utilize the ones in the base. Really? There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty, so there's our hard drive, and we've got the three other available trays there as well. Okay, so we've got another fan here for the back. Alrighty. Yeah, I might actually remove one of these 2.5-inch drive trays because I want to mount. I've got a Corsair Commander Pro that I've got to mount, and I'm thinking right there will be the perfect spot to mount our cooler. So I'll chuck that in John's little box of goodies there and use that at a later date. Alright, so that can just stay down there in the hard drive tray for now. I don't like to mount them until I've got everything routed to it, because sometimes you'll have one fan that's come from the furthest possible point in the case, and it might, one of the cables might just be a little bit too tight and it's like overextended, or you've got to actually pull the whole thing off and plug it in. So I like to leave them unplugged for the time being. We don't need. Got a pretty cool fan controller here. All right. Oh, very nice. Oh man, maybe I want this case. Maybe I do.
What's dinner? He only eats human tuna and salmon. He won't eat cat food. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Yeah.
John says, don't know if it's my service, but the stream is cutting in and out.
Oh, really?
That always happens when we do Twitch as well.
We shouldn't have any problems here, though. Fucking hell, you scared me more than anything else then.
I'm sorry.
Fucking hell. Holy shit. It's just plastic. It's just plastic.
I was not expecting that. I'm sorry.
Scared the shit out of me.
Anyway. This app doesn't show you train metrics.
Oh, I'm sure it does. It's just not configured.
It's maxed at 60 frames a second.
Yeah, that's fine. There might be some upload limit set somewhere that I've got to look at. While I was doing the tests today.
In the stream, these little holes, to me, they kind of look like love hearts. And I was like, is that really shaped like that?
No.
And John would be like, fuck off, I'm not having that. No, it doesn't look like that in the stream. It really does. Look, Tim, in the video.
I know, I see it. I see it.
It's because of shadow.
Anyone else let me know if the stream quality is shit. Because it shouldn't be shit. I got good internet. If the stream quality's shit or anything's shit, let me know. Because we've just changed over to new software and there'll probably be some bugs.
sing you the song of the people. Now. Yeah, it's coming, mate. What do you know? So pushy.
Oh. So you can have the front of it as open mesh, or you can have it closed. Either way, it's not going to affect the airflow of these front fans because of these vents on the side there.
It's like a dude getting to the balls.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Fucking hell. Oh, I didn't expect that to happen to me. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off.
Okay. So we've got all our fans in place now. So we'll get our power supply sorted. People saying Facebook shit. Yeah, okay. We'll have a look at that.
Samantha says YouTube is good and Neil says no.
Huh?
Samantha says YouTube is good, but Neil says no.
He says no, it's not good.
No.
It's not saying any. It's not saying any problem with the connection there though.
today, Wednesday. Yeah, I guess today, Wednesday's a fairly active day on Facebook and YouTube.
It shouldn't affect us though.
Every time we try to do Twitch though, it always fucks with us.
Hmm.
Neil said it is good. He meant.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, it's looking like it's fine on our end. But yeah, I've switched over to OBS, the streaming app. And it's something I've been meaning to do for ages, but like all new pieces of software, you've kind of got to dedicate a little bit of time to learning it all. Because it's any new app that you haven't used before is something you got to invest a bit of time in, right? Alrighty, so there's our motherboard cable there, and then we're going to need I'm not sure if we need a triple or just a double PCIe. I'm going to install the 3 cables anyway, just in case.
Tim?
Yeah.
Haley's got that Ford on a 12-year lease, so we need to go see her within the next 12 months so he can go forward driving with
You said
her.
12-year lease then. I'm like, whoa.
12 months.
They
Sorry.
leased it to you for 12 years?
No, months. Sorry.
12-month lease, yeah, perfect. Novated lease.
Yeah.
Yep, smart one, Haley. She's a smart girl. That's exactly the way to do it. If I stayed in the corporate world, I probably would have done something similar. And then we'll definitely need both of the CPU ones. Geez, at this rate I may as well just plug them all in. I think I will, just because we've come so close. But some of them are just going to get tied down straight away because we don't need them. Alrighty, so those 3 cables we really don't even need. And here's the one that we will need. Okay. Oh, no, we got one of these. Slide our power supply in. I don't know how this is easier. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Look. No, we're just not gonna. We're not gonna fit this in. I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Have to move one of those hard drive pins. That's alright. So we're gonna have to remove 2 of these hard drive trays.
I shouldn't have got down on the ground. Ow, my back.
Okay. So now that we got them out of the way, now we can just slide in. There's no pressure or anything. At least with those cables nice and folded up. Now look at it. You wouldn't even think there's 3 other of these cables tied up down the back there. Alrighty. So that's all looking pretty good. I think it's time now to get our motherboard in the case and start hooking everything up. I think we're pretty much there. Oh no, we got two bolts at the back here. Take the top panel off. Okay. Do you want your rings, babe?
Yes. I'm actually working coals at the moment, so yes. You know Sarah
Yeah.
in America?
Yeah.
Have you been following what happened to her?
Not really. Oh. Oh fuck. Okay.
That's why I'm crying. Hold this in the back of this.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you'd use it for though? Why is the...
Nah, it's for like external cooling, like a water cooling system that's outside of the case.
Huh?
Yeah, old school.
Okay. I've never heard of that.
No, you wouldn't have, because we don't really do that anymore. It's only the extreme enthusiasts.
Fair enough.
So we'll just get a couple of bolts in our radiator here. There we go. Oh. Okay. Now I should be able to just slide There we go. That's all looking pretty good. There we go. Okay. So we got 4 fans from up here. These are the QLs. And then we've got 3 fans over here. These are the ones on the front. We got our USB 3, USB-C, HD audio, and our power switch. Alrighty. Okay, so that's our motherboard and graphics card power around there. Now then we just got the rest of this stuff. So let's get USB 3 and C fed through. Let's get these out of the way. They are kind of in awkward positions.
Mooney, what are you doing? Huh? Yeah. Come on, outside. Boy. Outside.
Okay, so we'll need a second Corsair controller. Yep. That's why the heater was on like all day. It's freezing. Yeah.
Okay. Jen says pulled up now. I'll watch it properly.
Ah. So yeah, we're going to be doing something a little bit different starting today. So any of the more exciting builds, we're going to be uploading a separate one, a shorter one, where we just kind of sort of skim through all of the main bits of the build. So if watching it get put together slowly isn't really a thing, you'll be able to watch the short format version of all the good ones anyway. Okay. So I'm going to utilize that Phanteks included case controller for some of our fans here. Okay, so all those fans there are sorted. We've just got RGB and stuff around the bottom here. Well, don't forget our front panel connections. We kind of want to be able to turn the PC on.
I really like this case.
Yeah, it's cool, eh? It's expensive.
Jealous.
It's expensive. It's very
Yeah,
expensive.
I'm kind of jealous. If I had the money, I would so upgrade this case. Now, you've had second dinner. There's no third dinner, mate. You're a fatty.
Alrighty. So our pump, and then we got these four. So it'll save you a lot of heartache. But if you got Corsair fans, make sure you only got one sort of fan plugged into a controller, because you will have problems with that.
You right, mate?
Alrighty. So things are coming along over here. One. Two. Three.
Sorry. Every time you count, it makes me think of Count from Sesame Street.
Oh wow. On the Count from Sesame Street, eh? Now just tie one cable tie around this SATA cable here at the bottom. It's got to be routed out there to the hard drive so that can just stay in place just like that. Alrighty, things are starting to take shape here. We've got our Corsair Commander Pro, that's all plugged in, our SATA cables are plugged in, fans into our controller into the motherboard there. So we've really just got these to deal with.
Okay.
Yep.
John says looks good so far, looks better than I thought it would.
Oh mate, this is going to look sick. It really, really will.
The only thing you're missing is strimmer cables.
Oh, don't tell him that. I hate strimmer cables. They're a pain. But it's going to look great just because we've got the white cables there for the power. That'll make all the difference. You don't even need the strimmers.
Yeah, you do.
Christine says you do.
Tim says you don't.
I say you don't. See, people ask me for my honest recommendation. I'm just like, you probably don't want my honest recommendation. It's probably going to be too, like, average for you.
John says cables. What cables?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, graphics card. The star of the show. Yeah.
DC on Twitch says, hey mate, we found you prior to COVID, glad you're still keeping up the work.
Hey man, yeah, just haven't been streaming on Twitch for a while. Had problems with software and all that, but we're trying to get back. We're trying to get back on there.
August last year. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's been a
Thank
long
you for
time. It's like a year.
plus.
It's been a long time. No, the subscribers on Twitch have grown even since we haven't done another stream. So we haven't done much. We've only got like 68 something subscribers
trying.
on Twitch.
Well, I think
No,
we're
we'll
going to
see.
be uploading a few more.
A lot of my business is through Facebook, so that's sort of like the main place that I'm at. And then YouTube is like the secondary one from there. Twitch is just an extra one because people like to stream lots of stuff on Twitch. But yes, I'm still here. I'm still doing it because this is like it's an actual business. If I was just like putting PCs together just to like make content or something like that, yeah, I don't think I'd probably still be doing it. But yes, the content is sort of secondary. The main thing is the yeah, people are getting their PC built, essentially. That's the main thing. Alrighty, so we do just need the 2 graphics card cables. Alrighty, how are we going to do this? So this Cooler Master power supply, this is one of the good ones. It's got the 10-year warranty on it, and it's got really nice sort of stocko cables here. Yeah, as I've said before, the deal is with oh, do I not have any white cable ties left? Yes, I do. Unless you're really going hard, shouldn't ever have to really utilize that 3rd cable. Alright, didn't even really need it. Okay, there's our rig. Oh, it's heavy. But that looks pretty sick. And so we'll take the... We'll take this panel off. So you can see what it looks like in the front. I need you, babe.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's alright. I was just yelling out. No, that's alright. That's alright. Do you want to do the honours, babe?
Yes. I need to touch the front. That's so nice. I like the mesh on it. It's really cool.
It looks beautiful. Yeah.
I really want this case.
I'll make sure those fans are at just the right height there. Yeah, see how I want to move them. I want to move them up just slightly.
Yeah. I see it.
Yeah. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna move those. I'm gonna move those fans just up slightly. Alrighty, and so our QL fans are currently functioning just as the normal 8 LED light fans, and so this is what you'll see a lot of the time. And could we just shut down? Do you want to give it another power off?
Eh? What? I'm pressing the button.
I know. What?
Come on. Yeah.
Alright, try it again.
There we go. What happened there?
I have no idea. Do you want to share the screen?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Go back to full screen.
Yeah. Is a new app?
Yeah, go back to full screen.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go.
Okay, it sounds like we on let's go and reseat some of our memory here, I think. Nothing else is amiss. Just let me have a quick look around the board.
What? Castle and BB says, hi Tim, smoke coke.
Smoke coke.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. Smoke coke.
Anyway, Neil says, wow. It's pretty freaking cool. Tim.
Yeah.
And John says, that's fucking awesome, mate.
It'd be awesome, but we got to get it a post first. So no. Here we go. Here we go. So I should have a BIOS for this. We can get that out of the way quickly. And we are a Z690. Aero G DDR4, that looks like the one. Number F8A. And yeah, we'll post some photos of this build.
Yes.
Because it's got, you know,
definitely, I'm so
it's very nice. It really looks the part. So one thing some people get disappointed about on my channel is that it's not always like the most picture perfect, awesome, you know, textbook configuration. It's usually a PC that I've come up with a customer who's on a budget. They're trying to get the absolute best performance they can for a very specific dollar amount. So sometimes it's not always the best configuration, and you know that can be a letdown to some people. But you know, every so often there will be a configuration like this, and I mean it's not even fully lit up properly yet. The QL fans are only functioning like normal fans. Alrighty. So this is John's special little box. It's got some bolts and stuff spare. Some other spare parts. Now we'll have to take these apart.
Move it more your way and you have it active.
Yeah.
John says, I will have to let Sam use. Yeah. I will have to let Sam use it, or I won't have the end of it.
Okay, so we've updated our BIOS. It's still doing this weird thing.
What do you mean?
Alrighty. So let's boot to Windows. Alrighty, so yeah, John will have this little box here that's got some spare parts and stuff like that in it for you. So that'll fit nicely inside the case there. If it doesn't fit, I'll make it fit. Okay, so BIOS is updated and we should be booting to Windows 10 next. And of course you can upgrade to Windows 11 for free. It's not like a different product or anything like that. You can just upgrade from Windows 10. It's no big deal. going on here? Oh no, there we go.
He's molting too.
Sweet. Alright, let's get this sorted.
Giant tufts of his fur flying around it. Did some of it just like fly into the PC? I think it did.
Probably.
Buddy, you need to stop dropping your fur. One day you're going to get a complaint about it. Oh, now. Yeah, I'm brushing your tail. You don't like that, do you? Ooh. Ow!
Bit ya?
No. Clawed me.
Cat.
You need your tail brushed, mate. I'm sorry. Do you want mats on your tail? Do you want it shaved? Do you want all your hair gone? Because that's what'll happen. Like, no. Fuck you. Claw at me. Bloody tumbleweeds. Tumbleweed, Tim?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
John says, yeah, shave the cat.
Shave the cat, yeah!
I'm actually kind of thinking about it, to be honest.
Jeez, that's not a bad idea, is it? He'd look like a fucking... Oh, he wouldn't look good shaved, though. He would not look good.
And he would hate us. He would.
Yeah, he would not be happy about that. And then he'd still want pats from me like he's cute.
Yeah, and then he'd just feel
And
weird.
he would be ugly. Last time I checked, I wanted a cute cat.
He'd be like one of those sick cats from Family Guy.
Yeah, the sick cat. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to. You're cute, but I don't want to pet you though. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Alrighty, so normal offline setup.
The funniest thing you can do to a cat is to pretend vomit at them with one of their hairballs.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Pretend vomit the cat on a cat. Yeah.
Like you have their hairball in your hand and you're just like, and then you chuck it at
They
them,
get
and
really
oh God, it's
confused.
funny.
They get really confused about what's happening.
They think you're vomiting on them. They're like, yuck. That's right. Talking about you. Yeah.
Alrighty, so we'll get this one all set up. I might even start with IQ, just so I can get the fans lit up properly. Cool, cool. God. That whole time I was trying to click next and the Windows notification kept coming up and taking the cursor away. Fuck me dead. Alrighty. So they're a bit brighter now. You can see those rings on the side there.
Huh? What?
Okay. So we'll just install our usual gaming apps. CPU Z, Crystal Disk, here's our graphics card driver. Bang. Alright. That's done. Alright, we're nearly done. Alright, let's do a reboot here. Okay. Alrighty, we should be pretty good at this stage. I can set up my hard drive. There we go. There's our hard drive. That's all fine. Corsair IQ looks like it's going well. Okay. We haven't set up Reaver Tuner, so we'll do that now. There we go. So now we'll run Heaven here on high, no anti-aliasing. Yeah.
No! He'd be so ugly. The poor thing.
Yeah, I know, right? He'd be moping around for weeks.
He would. You just see it. He has lots of expressions, this cat.
Mm-hmm. Well, yes, all your accessories and stuff is in this box. Everything you need is in this box.
Can I see? Oh, jeez. What's that? Oh, very nice. You do other crap.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like you didn't fold it.
It's like just enough room for everything.
I want this case.
It's pretty nice.
It's very nice. You could front mount a 360 AIO if you wanted to front mount it. And there's enough room in the front there. It's pretty cool.
You could put a 420 in the front.
Oh yes. I like how there's that little flap there where you can run your cables that way if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
queen.
I know. Alrighty, so that was heaven there. There's a big thing of fur flying in the air. Alrighty, that was heaven, just on the out of the box settings. We can do Valley next. We'll do it on Ultra, Max Anti-Aliasing. No. Alrighty, so that was Valley there on Ultra with Max Anti-Aliasing. And then we got superposition here, the last one we run. Huh? Nothing, I'm just replying to someone. Alrighty, so that was superposition there at 4K. Alright. Yeah, yeah.
George wants to know, have you ever built a fractal design drawing case? If so, use it.
A what case?
A fractal design torrent case.
Yeah.
If so, how was it to build it?
It's fine. I don't remember any issues with it.
It says,
Hey
hey.
Theodore, how you going?
It says, the cable tie police will control team.
I know, right? I know. No, well, we needed a couple more than in an Antec deflux case, but we did have a lot of RGB here as well. Got a lot of SATA, so all of that was factored in. Oh.
I'm so tired.
So we'll set this up for 90 minutes, and oh, there's an app I've forgotten to install. Our fuzzy donut. Need our fuzzy donut. Fortunately, it doesn't take long to install it. Alrighty. So there we go for our graphics card, and then finally our CPU. And I'm sure John knows what the deal is with the stress test, but for anyone else, we're running some software that's going to generate a lot of heat from our graphics card and our CPU here. So our CPU is hard at work, our 20 threads, got these 20 boxes here in Cinebench calculating this image, and our graphics card is also rendering this lovely furry donut while it's putting it down a 3D corridor there. So basically a lot of work for the graphics card, a lot of work for the CPU. It gets everything really, really hot. I make sure that nothing's overheating even at the worst of times. And then, because we've gotten everything hot and stuff at least once, if something's going to fail, you know, pretty early, hopefully it fails after I do the stress test or while I'm doing the stress test, because that'll be better than it failing, you know, when John gets it. It's much better if we can do what we can to rule all that out before the customer picks up their PC. Alrighty. Nice and toasty there on our CPU. That's just to be expected. It's a 12700KF. It's a toasty boy. I've spoken about it before. And our graphics card running as expected there. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So, might put me back to full screen there. So thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.